Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm gonna dig deeper into post-visit communication. I'm gonna talk about how can you maintain a relationship with your client with not necessarily make the second visit. In my last article, I talked about the benefits of using marketing tools to automate your freight forwarding sales department, and also pointed the benefits of using follow-up dashboards. If you didn't read my article, don't worry, you can read anytime. I'm gonna leave the link here, so you just click and read wherever you want. And if you're not part of my list, you can leave also your email, and I'm gonna send you weekly content about how can you optimize your freight forwarding sales department, okay? Now, let's get back to today's topic and talk about your communication post-sales visit. We all know that in freight forwarding business, the sales executive, they have a visit goals that they need to fulfill, right? Usually, these visit goals are very aggressive, and a sales executive can stay between 3 and 4 days outside the office. The rest of the week, the sales executive need to appoint the agenda for the coming week. So this brings us for the first pain, staying a lot of time outside the office. This means that the sales executive get a lot of time to return for his agenda, his follow-up agenda, and get in touch with the prospect clients. What does that mean? The main purpose of a visit is to get into client's quotation flow, right? Imagine this client have cargoes from all over the world and you want to receive the first quotation from him. Then you can finally show your price and service. But as your sales executive has so many other visits to do, they do not get in contact just right away with the client. At least you say thank you for your time, or sending more information about your company to finally show to this prospect client why they should consider you in their quotation flow. And as the freight forwarding push so much for sales executive fulfill their visit goals, these sales executives usually prefer to make visits in the clients they already have an old relationship or the clients they already know. And then becomes the second problem. The sales visits become too excessive. So the clients stop to receiving you, and they don't want to receive more visits for freight forwarding companies because they think it's useless. Of course, they want to see benefit, they want to see more information and not just a regular visit. So it's very important to understand how can we improve that. So what can we do? We all know that visiting clients is necessary, but we need to create an ideal way to get into this client quotation flow. Why would this client stop to work with the freight forwarder they are used to start and quote your company? Well, that's why it's so necessary to create a communication flow showing everything your company can do, benefits, service, and show them that you are a reliable company to handle their shipments and that you deserve a chance. To make prospects remember you, you can set as many email flows you want in your automation platform. You can have email flows different for each kind of commodity, clients, or models. Let me show one example of one email flow. In this email flow set in your automation platform, just after the visit of your sales executive in that client, the sales executive with just one click in a mobile phone can send a thank you message thanking for the time of that client received in your visit. After 2 days, in the day 3, the company, the client, the prospect will receive company details, more information about your company and the benefits of choosing you as a partner. In the day 6, they can receive a specific information about that model once you can choose the email flow you want. So if you're talking about the client that are interested in project cargo, they're going to receive information of project cargo that your company did recently. In the day 10, they're going to receive company news. If your company attend any conference, if you have any new thing inside your company. So on this way, this prospect can see that you have an alive freight forwarding, that you're moving, that you're investing. 3 days after, this prospect client can receive a need support. So do you need any support, any specific and very personal email from that sales executive? So on this way, once it's all automatic, You don't need your sales executive to be there doing the follow-up, so you can save money, have more profit. Once you don't need a second visit, you're always going to be present in that client by content, sending them the right information and useful information to them. Choose you as a partner. By having this technologic and new approach for your post-visit communications, we can solve the two pains I told you before and make your freight forwarder more innovative. It's time to use technology and tools in your favor. Did you like this subject? Do you have any opinion or ideas? If yes, leave your comments here below. Do not forget to share this video with all the freight forwarding community and also to hit the like button. It's been awesome to share my view and my knowledge with all of you, and I hope that together we can innovate the freight forwarding business. Until next time.